Transcending their physical body and tapping into the mystical power of their ki, the Way of the Astral Monk can wield that ki to a devastating effect. Also, being honest, it kind of reminded me of Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. Hey fellow Game Masters, I'm Richard Quiner, and welcome back to the RPG Daily, your daily dose of all things tabletop role-playing games, helping you build your world and master your game. And today we're talking about the second monastic tradition in the Unearthed Arcana playtest material. This is the Way of the Astral Self. As we go through this, remember to let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's have a discussion about this monastic tradition. The Way of the Astral Self is a tradition that is at constant conflict with itself. The monk itself is at a conflict with its inner self. The tradition and the different groups that follow the tradition are at conflict of how to approach this tradition as well. There's the option A, in which the monks embrace their inner self and their spirit energy and really enjoy this. And there's the option B, where the monks fight against their mystical spiritual body that they can create. No matter which path you decide to take your character, the basics behind this monastic tradition is that you manifest a spiritual body that gives you bonuses at different levels. The astral form that we use throughout this tradition is a kind of a translucent body. It can take any appearance. Generally, it's supposed to represent the appearance of the monk's soul, but it can be anything you want. It could be a knight in shining armor. It could be a creature like an owlbear or something of that sort. It can really be whatever you feel embodies the soul of your monk. Now you'll see as we're going to start into the features, there are different levels and abilities you gain throughout leveling up that lets this body manifest. So at level 3 you get the ability Arms of the Astral Self. This is the beginning summoning of the spirit body, where you actually get to summon just the arms. The arms kind of hover around your shoulder, but they give you some bonuses when you activate. Activating the arm requires a bonus action and you to spend 2 key points. The arms will appear and stay there for 10 minutes. So what are the bonuses you get while these arms are activated? First off, when you make a strength check or have to make a saving throw using strength, you can replace strength with your wisdom. So the monk doesn't have to be strong, they just have to be wise to be effective. In addition, these arms count as monk's weapons with a 10-foot reach, so you get a little bit more range when you're attacking. Also, on top of that, instead of using your strength or dexterity modifiers with your attacks and damage rolls, you can use your wisdom instead. And these arms deal necrotic or radiant damage, your choice. On top of all that, when you do an attack action with these arms on your turn, you can use your bonus action to do another attack with these arms. And at levels 11 and 17, you get an extra attack with your astral arms. So it's a pretty good baseline ability that lets you just punch things a little bit more, a little harder. At level 6, you gain the ability Visage of the Astral Self, and this is the face of your astral character that you've created. You can summon the arms, you can also summon now the head. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 key point to summon the head of the Astral Self. Or, when you summon the arms of the Astral Self, you can spend that extra key point to also summon the head. 2 options there for you. Again, this astral head lasts for 10 minutes, and it covers the face of the monk, so it kind of creates an astral shield, so to speak. A couple of the bonuses you gain from this is first, advantage on intimidation and perception checks. The bonuses that you gain from this are first, advantage on insight and intimidation checks, when you have to roll those in social situations, for example. And the other is you can also see normally in darkness up to 120 feet, even if that darkness is a magical darkness. So that's pretty good as well, especially if, let's say, if you're a human and you don't have dark vision, you get this astral face going on, and then you can see in the darkness. At level 11, you get Awakening of the Astral Self, which is the combination of the arms and the visage abilities kind of together, and you get a little more bonuses when you have both of them activated. So this bonuses you get, the only requirement is that you have both the arms and the face activated, which costs you 3 key points total, because you have to activate the arm for 2 and spend an extra 1 to activate the head. When you have them both, you gain the following benefits. First off, you're able to deflect energy damage. This is fire, acid, cold, lightning, and force. When you take any damage of those types, you can deflect it by reducing the damage you receive by 1d10 plus your wisdom score modifier plus your monk level. So you have potential to save yourself a lot of pain by using this deflection. On top of that, when you attack a creature with your astral arms, and once per turn you are able to deal an extra martial arts die worth of damage to that creature. And last, when you speak through the astral visage, you can, one of two things, you can target a creature within 30 feet and speak only to that creature if you want to kind of pass a message, or you can amplify your voice and everything within 600 feet of you will hear you. One or the other, your choice. At level 17, you get the feature Complete Astral Self. Now this is a big event. This is the bread and butter that you kind of want early on, but you have to wait till you're level 17 because you just gotta get there. This is, you get to summon the entire Astral Self. This can be done on your turn as a bonus action, and it costs 10 key points to do. But you get some really great bonuses from this, and you also have the arms, the head, and a body of your astral being. Of the benefits, first up, you get an extra bonus +2 to your armor class from the body of the Astral Self. With the arms, when you attack twice using your extra attack feature, you can instead attack 3 times with that same feature. And last, you're able to use key consumption, which means whenever a creature within 10 feet of you is knocked down to 0 hit points, you can consume and regain key points equal to your wisdom ability modifier. Special note on that, I want you to notice that it says a creature, it doesn't say an enemy or a target, which means it can also happen when an ally gets knocked down to 0 hit points as well. You can regain some key that way. This doesn't deal any damage to the creature, this doesn't imply a death fail or anything like that, you just regain some key points in that moment. I think it's pretty swell. The interesting thing about this monastic tradition, when I compare it to yesterday's, the Way of Mercy, I feel like this one is almost overpowered. The amount of benefits you get from each level, at level 3 you get a whole bunch, at level 6 you get a whole bunch, at level 11 and so on. You gain quite a few benefits, and it doesn't say anything about these benefits stacking or not, so when I look at it, I see it as all these benefits would stack on top of each other over time. So you gain, it can be pretty powerful the way I see it written now. And that's looking at it compared to the key cost to summon these things. The arms and head, the key cost is relatively low. The Astral Self at the end, the 10 key points, I think that's perfectly on par with the bonuses you're getting. I think 10 is fine. But the others felt a little too inexpensive, I guess we could say. But that's my opinion. Let me know your opinion on this in the comments below. I've been Richard. Thanks for watching.